So I've done some more rounds. You can see my my bowl is getting bigger. It is flatter than some of the other ones that I've done. It's not quite as high a side. It's more of a bowl shape. And that's just because I did the bottom larger. So I've just added another strip of fabric here. And we're coming up towards the end of our clothesline roll. So I'll show you how to finish this off after I've done another couple of rounds here. And then our project is completed. So it hasn't taken me very long to do what I've done here, the other rounds. It actually goes very quickly. And like I say, it makes a handy dandy all-purpose bowl or container or plant pot, whatever you find that you would like to use it for. And all of them are different. All of them turn out a little bit differently. Different fabrics, different threads. So they're really personalized, and it's just a fun, easy project to do. Now I do have some thread here because my bobbin ran out. It was a fresh bobbin when I started the project, so if you're using a full clothesline, it does take a little bit more than a full bobbin to complete. So when you start, that might be one of your other supplies to have handy is a couple of bobbins wound. And then you'll be able to complete it and not have to worry about stopping and winding any bobbins in the process. So I hope this video finds everybody doing well as you're staying home. I guess things are about to change very shortly. We're starting to open things up a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. Remember to wear a mask when you're out and about, if at all possible. And I just found a gap here, so I will show you what to do in a case like that. So I'm actually just going to back up here and pull my bowl off. Cut these threads. Okay, where was that space? As I was coming around, right here. I have a little bit of a space where I went off, so I'm going to stick this underneath. Okay, so there's our little space. Let me get my finger in there, right here where I missed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back stitch here, stitch forward till I've covered that area, back stitch again, and then I will go back to my outside and carry on. Okay, so I'm just going to flip the camera back around again. Okay, so I've flipped the camera back around. I'm just going to fill that spot where I had the little gap, so back stitch and then carry on, and then move to the outside rim again, and we're almost done. Okay, so that's got that. I'm just going to give this a quick trim, get rid of my threads, and then we'll go back to sewing the exterior of our bowl. And we're almost at the end of our clothesline. I'll just show you what I've got here. So when we get to the very end, what I'm going to do, and I can do that now, is like when we started, I'm just going to cut my thread on an angle. And then as we come around, I'm just going to feed that into the final row, and I'll backstitch over top of it just to tack it right down, and we'll be completed our project. If you have checked out the website and you've been making use of some of our digital resources at Barrie Public Library, as well as the ebooks and the online learning and everything else, we do have something called Creative Bug. And Creative Bug has sewing projects, it has knitting projects, it has crocheting projects. I believe there's some woodworking on there. And not just my type of sewing is quilting. We have another lady at the library who is an amazing seamstress. She makes most of her clothes. There are some clothing projects that you can make on Creative Bug. So with your library, go onto our website, go to our digital resources, and once you get into those, tick on Learn, and it'll open up a page that has all the different resources available to you that you can use for learning a new skill. There's business ones as well, if you wanted to learn Excel or anything to do with Windows 10. But there is also Creative Bug there, and that will give you access to thousands of different types of projects. So I highly recommend our Creative Bug site. And using it, normally there is a fee for it, but with your Barrie Public Library card, everything on there is free for you. So, and there's videos to learn from, projects. They give you the project sheets, everything that you need to learn something new and complete a project. So check us out. Okay, here we go. Just finish this up. We are almost done our bowl. So a quick project to do on an afternoon or an evening when you're looking to do something and make something for yourself or somebody else. Okay, coming down to the wire here. If you wanted, you can also, just by looping your cord and then stitching down, you can make a little handle if you want on both sides. I haven't done that, but it's very easy to do. You would just stitch around, make your loop, stitch it down right there and stitch it back, and then you've got a little handle or a little decorative element. If you wanted, you could sew some buttons on to make it a little bit more decorative. It's really whatever you want to do and wherever your imagination takes you. So just like a good book. Lose yourself in the process of doing this, so you're not thinking about everything else. You're just doing your project. Just like when you lose yourself in a really good story, a really good book. Okay, last few stitches. Now I'm just going to fold that down and we'll follow that in. And we are done. Trim this thread. So if you want to do small ones, like I say, they make a perfect little holder to put in your front hallway, to put your car keys and your house keys, or, oh, there's that other thread there where I had done my little repair where I'd missed a spot. And we have, I'll just move the camera back so that you can see that a little bit better. Now, we can flatten the bottom out a little bit. But that's a good sized bowl. And there's the inside. And that didn't take any time at all. So, thank you for joining me today. And hopefully we'll see you again soon for another project. All right, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Bye-bye.